Hi, thank you for joining me today when we go over food chains and food webs. So starting out here, we have our first food chain. We have the lettuce to the green fly to the ladybird to the thrush to the cat. A says what does the arrow mean in the food chain? As we discussed earlier in the unit, it means energy. So it's as the energy gets transferred throughout the food chain, we are following the energy with the arrows. B, name the producer in the food chain. So producers are going to be the plants on any food chain. They are able to make their own food through photosynthesis. So in this example would be the lettuce. Name the third trophic level in this food chain. So we start at the front. We have 1, 2, 3. So that would be the ladybird. The last question in this section says name the tertiary consumer in the food chain. So that would come after the ladybird, which would be the thrush. So it's any kind of consumer, or carnivore, I apologize, that eats other carnivores. So you'd have the thrush, and then the cat would be the top predator in the food chain. So down at the bottom we have a food web. We're going to be looking at filling in this food web using the food chains on the left. So we have the grass goes to the slug. So we're going to draw an arrow from the grass to the slug because the slug eats the grass. Then you already see the arrow going to the thrush, and then from the thrush we go to the cat. Then we have the grass to the slug again, but to the fox this time. So the fox is going to eat the slug as well. We have the grass that goes straight to the rabbit. And from the rabbit we're going to go all the way to the fox. And then from the rabbit to the cat. So now we have a food web that we have created. Down at the bottom it says name the producer in the food web. Again, the producer would be the plants, so that would be the grass. Again, they use the process of photosynthesis. Next, it says name a consumer in the food web, so that's anything that is going to eat to get their energy or eat to survive. So it could be a variety of things in this one, so I'll just stick with a cat. D says what eats rabbits, so if we look at it, the two arrows that are leaving rabbits are the fox and the cat, so that's what are going to eat any rabbits. So we have a fox and a cat, they're both the carnivores. And then what does the fox eat? So the fox we can see eats the slug and it also eats the rabbit. And I apologize for my awesome handwriting with this. It's a little difficult to use the pen on here. And that is our review for today on food chains and food webs. Thank you for joining me.